Welcome back, learners, to Lesson 32, Session 2, the independent practice for finding an unknown side length. They had you study the example showing how to use perimeter to find unknown side length of a shape. So let's go ahead and see what you were able to do. And remember, if you've made a mistake or you didn't understand something, make sure you pause the video and fill in and make sure that you get it. And if you need to, go back and rewind and listen again. Okay, number 1, write an equation to find the perimeter of this rectangle. Now remember, we know that perimeter is adding all the sides, right? Perimeter, add all the lengths. So in order to find the perimeter of my shape here, I noticed that there were 4 sides. So I wrote in all 4 sides. 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. I put my 4 and 3 together to get 7, my 4 and 3 to get 7. 7 plus 7 is 14 meters. Number 2, the perimeter of this triangle is 12 feet. How can you find the unknown side length? What is the length? I hope you found 4. If you didn't find 4, let's talk about why. I looked at my picture here and I wrote my equation. I did my 3 plus my 5 plus my unknown. Then I remembered, oh, the problem told me that the perimeter is 12. So I substituted perimeter for 12 because I know the answer is 12. 12 is the same thing as 3 plus 5 plus something. So I put my 3 and 5 together to get 8. And then I had to figure out how to get to the 12. Now remember, you can count up or you can subtract. If you counted up, you started at 8 and went 9, 10, 11, 12, and you had to count up 4 numbers, so that is the answer 4. Or you could subtract. You start with what you want, subtract what you have. 12 minus 8 is 4. So either method gets you the answer of 4. So somewhere in here, I'm going to write 4 feet. And because I have a lot going on, I'm going to box my answer. Okay, and number 3, did you get 5? If you did, awesome job. Pat yourself on the back. If you did not, let's look at what you could do to fix it. A square has a perimeter of 20 inches, so I drew myself a square. I also wrote that perimeter is 20 because they told me that. Now I know that a square has 4 sides, so I did 4 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the cool thing about a square is all 4 of these numbers have to be the same number. So I can't do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 because that only gives me 8. I couldn't do 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 because that gives me 40 and it's too big. So I needed to think about what number could go into all 4 of these spaces to equal 20. And I started to think, wait a minute, I've learned some multiplication in 3rd grade. So if I have 20, I need 4 of the same answer. So I thought in my head, what is 20 divided by 4? And I thought, maybe division might be kind of tough. So I could actually do this as a multiplication. 4 what numbers could equal 20? I have 4 groups of something that equals 20. So I thought to myself, you know what? I think it's 5. So then I tested it. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus another 5 is 15, plus another 5 is 20. And that worked. So I know that the length of each side is 5 inches. Lots of different ways. I did a multiplication division thing. You could also just do a guess and check. That's actually what I did in the beginning. Remember, I tried putting 2's in and it didn't work. I tried putting 10's in and it didn't work. So then I used my other method. Okay, on the back, number 4. Did you get an answer of 4? Let's see. Notice that I am missing a side. I knew that there were 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And that my 4 sides together would equal 18. So I wrote my equation to match that. Then I have to solve it. I put my numbers together to be 14. And then I have to either count up or subtract to find my missing number. I can start at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So my answer is 4. Or I could have thought about, I want 18. I have 14. I need 4 more. So 4 is our answer. 4 centimeters. Okay, in number 5, did you get 18? If you didn't get 18, let's go ahead and look at how you could have gotten. This one was tricky because of all the sides. So let's read it and talk about it. Nadia makes this sign for her bedroom door. She wants to put a ribbon border around all the edges of the sign. She has 12 inches of ribbon. Is this enough? Ooh, is 18 going to be my answer? I have to think about that. They want to know, is this enough? So, what do you notice about our shape here? How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 sides. So I have to make sure that when I do my labeling, I have 6 sides. My perimeter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Now, let's make sure that we've put all of these numbers in. I had to really go around and like sketch it. So notice I started here. I did 5, wrote in my 5. Then I did 2, because that 2, this is 2 inches and this is 2 inches. That's tricky. So this one's 2 inches, I wrote it. Then this one's 2 inches and I wrote it. Then along the bottom is 5 inches, so I wrote 5. Then I have another 2 and one more 2 just to get back where I started from. Those are a lot of numbers to put together, and we had to do a good job reading our diagram. Now I put all my numbers together that I could do easily. Notice that a 5 and a 5 make 10. And then I counted by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. And all my 2s became my 8. So that means that Nadia needs 18 inches. Now, is that the actual answer to the question? Let's go back and look. What is it asking us? There's a question mark right here. Is this enough? Is 18 inches enough? I have to go back and read and find out enough of what. Nadia makes this sign for her bedroom door. She wants to put a ribbon around all the edges of the sign. She has 12 inches. Oh, that's good to know. She has 12 inches of ribbon. How much does she need? 18. Right, she has 12, but she needs to 18. Does she have enough? No, she does not. She's going to need more ribbon in order to make that sign for her bedroom door. Okay, let's look at number 6. These are starting to get a little tricky. Okay, the perimeter of this shape is 20 feet. 20 feet all around the edges. Show how to find the unknown side length. Okay, so what I did first is I wrote my equation. Look at all those numbers. How many sides are on this? Let's look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sides. So make sure that when we write our equation, we have 8 spots for side lengths. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have all 8. Now, when I substitute these numbers in, I've got to start somewhere. So I'm going to start right here at this corner. I did my 3. Then notice that this 1 foot arrow shows us that this is 1 foot, this is 1 foot, and this is 1 foot. So I'm going to write my 1 foot. I don't know this one. This is my question mark. So I leave a box. This one is 1, so I put in a 1. This one is 1, so I put in a 1. This one's a 3. This one's 6. And this one's 3. So I have all 8 sides, and this one is my missing side. Now I have to put all those numbers together. So I'm going to let you know what I did, because you always have to have a way to organize numbers. I noticed that there were 3 3s. So I went 3, 6, 9, and I wrote a 9 in. Then I counted my 1s. 1, 2, 3. So I wrote a 3 in. Then I noticed I have my unknown, so I had to leave the box. And then I had just the 6 left. Now here, I've got to keep adding. I've got a 6 and a 3 that makes a 9, plus another 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, so I got my 18. And I still have my unknown. Don't forget the unknown. So if I'm at 18 and I want to get to 20, what can I do to get there? If I'm at 18, what can I do to get to 20? That's my counting on. 19, 20. So my answer is 2. Now, you could have also done 20, take away 18 is 2. So our answer is 2 feet. That is the length of the unknown side. So I could actually come back to my picture and I can label this is 2 right here. Very good work here. Remember, you have to be organized to keep track of what's going on. That can be a challenge sometimes. Okay, in number 7, Jeff has a garden in the shape of a hexagon. What do we know about hexagons? Hexagons have how many sides? Hex means 6. Jeff has a garden in the shape of a hexagon. Each of the 6 sides of the hexagon is 6 feet long. What is the perimeter of the garden? Now, if it helps you to draw a picture, you're welcome to draw a picture. But since they told us it's a hexagon, and I know a hexagon has 6 sides, I can actually just write my equation. How many sides do we have? We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what do we know about each of those 6 sides? Let's read it again. Each of the 6 sides of the hexagon is 6 feet long. What is the perimeter of the garden? So each side is 6. So I'm going to substitute those in. Each side is 6. So let's see, how can we put all those together? I can skip count 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. We also have we have 6 groups of 6, right? So we have our perimeter is equal to 36 feet. Okay. And number 22. Oh, sorry, not number 22, number 8. Here we go. A rectangle has 2 sides that are 6 centimeters long. The perimeter is 22 centimeters. How long are the other 2 sides? We're not just missing 1 side, we're missing 2 sides. Okay, let's go back and read again, and let's draw and label this one just to make sure we understand what's going on. A rectangle has 2 sides that are 6 centimeters long. Okay, I drew that. I drew a rectangle. 2 sides are 6 centimeters long. The perimeter is 22. Oops, here we go. I wrote 20. See, even I make mistakes sometimes. That's a precision error. Okay, so I wrote 6 and 6, and then I don't know my side lengths here. The perimeter is 22 centimeters. How long are the other 2 sides? Okay, so I'm going to take now my picture, and I'm going to write my equation. I know that the perimeter is the same thing as adding all 4 sides. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 2 of the sides are 6, and 2 of the sides I don't know. So now I can substitute in what I know about perimeter. Perimeter is 22. 6 plus 6 is 12, and I still don't know what these 2 are. So now I'm going to have to kind of think, how could I figure out what these 2 are? I'm going to think about these 2 as something that's together right now. And I'm going to use my counting up method or my subtracting method. If I'm at 22, no, if I want 22, and I'm at 12. How many more do I need here? So we can count up. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I had to count up 10. Or you could have done 22 minus 12 is 10. So I know that these 2 together are 10. These 2 boxes together are 10. Now, since this is a rectangle, do these 2 numbers have to be the same? Yes, they do. So, since this number has to be the same as this number, what 2 numbers, or what number added to itself is going to be 10? So think about what makes up a 10. Can this be 2 and 8? No, because I can't have a 2 here and an 8 here. These 2 numbers have to be the same. Can this be a 5? If this is a 5, then this one is a 5, right? Because 5 plus 5 is 10. And if I have 10 plus 12, I get 22. So that means that each unknown side is 5, what are we talking about? Centimeters. We did it. We solved number 8. Now remember, if there's anything that you got wrong, go back and fix it and make sure you understand it, because we're going to move on to session 3 tomorrow. Good job, learners.